Welcome back, everybody. In this episode, we're going to introduce you to Big Green and lay out all the numbers.
So the Triplex was built in 1925, and we purchased her for $330,000 with $10,000 back. And the reason we did the cash back was because there's a lot of renovations we have to do. We wanted to keep as much cash in our pocket as possible. And since this will be our primary residence, we were able to only put down 3.5%, which means we walked away from the closing table only giving a check for $8,750.
We love the house hacking strategy. We did it with our first property, and there are so many benefits: lower down payment, owner occupant financing, and lower insurance rates. And it's a really good way to ease into investing.
I always say it's investing with training wheels. We love it. Now, 2 of the units are already occupied, so we can't give you a full tour of Big Green, but we can give you a lay of the land and take you into our unit.
First floor is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, currently rented for $1,100. The unit is dated, so after a turnover and some renovations, rent will bring in around $1,450. Second floor is a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment, currently rented for $1,000. And the unit is rather dated, so once renovated, we'll rent for $1,425. The third floor is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit, and you guessed it, also dated and is currently vacant. This is the unit we'll be living in, and once we move out, going rent will be around $1,150.
Now, if 3 units weren't enough, this property also has 5 garage bays, which can bring in a combined rent of over $750. For those counting, that's $4,775 in gross rent once Big Green is fully up to speed. To get there though, this house requires a decent amount of renovations, which includes updating each unit with new floors, kitchens, and baths, extricating old knob and tube and running all new wire throughout the house, updating the panel boxes, some minor plumbing, installing forced heat and central air in the 3rd floor unit, and enlarging the driveway. Our total renovation budget is $65,000.
We're gonna run all the numbers, but first, let's take you inside unit number 3, give you the lowdown, and share with you our renovation plans.
Now, after coming up the stairs, you make a left into the living and dining area. We'll be replacing the floors with a luxury vinyl plank, doing a fresh coat of paint, and replacing the baseboard heat and window AC unit with forced heat and central air.
Off the living room and dining room area is the kitchen. The majority of the budget is actually happening in here. We'll plan on keeping these cabinets and painting them, switching out the countertop to granite, installing a dishwasher, and doing a new sink and faucet. The kitchen will extend back here. We'll replace the gas range with a smaller unit and reposition the fridge next to it. We're doing away with the slop sink and relocating the washer. While this water heater is in good condition, it's in the worst area, so we're switching it out with an electric lowboy version so we can maximize space and tuck it out of sight in the corner. We'll pull up the sheet vinyl and continue the luxury vinyl plank in here as well.
Off the kitchen is the bathroom. The game plan in here is remove the wallpaper and do a new coat of paint, build a custom wood vanity, replace the toilet, and lay new tile flooring. For the shower area, we're keeping the wall tile and reglazing it, keeping the tub, and updating the fixtures.
The bedroom is actually a pretty decent size. We'll paint the walls, lay carpet, and remove the baseboard heat and window unit. This room has a pretty large closet as well, and we'll add some organizers and try to maximize the space.
That's it. Now let's dive into the deal analysis. We're gonna run these numbers twice. Once while we house hack, and once when we get this property up to peak performance.
All right, so for the house hacking numbers, using the current rents for units 1 and 2 and rents for 3 of the garage bays, we'll be using 2 of them. Gross rents are $2,550. Our total fixed operating costs are principal and interest, $1,415, PMI, $224, insurance, $120, taxes, $916, which is a grand total of $2,675. With current rents at $2,550 and expenses at $2,675, we'll be living in a brand new, fully updated apartment in our favorite area of town for only $125 out of pocket a month, plus utilities.
All right, peak performance numbers. Same numbers as before for principal and interest, PMI, insurance, and taxes, totaling $2,675. But now I'm also going to add reserves. 21% for vacancy, repairs, and CapEx, which is $1,002.75, and 7% for property management, even though we'll be self-managing, which is $334.25, bringing our total monthly expenses to $4,012. Total peak performance rents of $4,775 minus total expenses of $4,012 equals $763 in monthly cash flow, which is a 12% cash-on-cash return.
In the next episode, we're gonna start tearing this place apart. It's gotta get uglier before it gets prettier.
To make sure you don't miss out, be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and follow us along on Instagram at Rentals to Wealth. We'll see you guys in the next one.